Hello there. Katarn here,
I'm the Bendu.
coming back for a reaction to the finale of The Acolyte.
Tis true. Tis true. This show has been an absolute fan favorite of mine, 100%. Last episode
It's been so good.
was
It's been
like
so much fun trying to unravel this mystery.
Yeah, no, last episode gave us so much amazing content. We talked about it in depth in our last podcast. I do want to point out, though, that the title caption on Disney Plus did say season finale. You can watch it now. So I'm really hoping if they're saying season,
They've been saying that word,
they're not
season,
saying
a lot in
series.
the last few days.
Yeah, dude. So
It gives
I'm really
me hope
hoping
that we'll get a season 2. It gives me hope as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, with that comes the double-edged sword of, like, is it going to be one of those cliffhanger endings? Like, I really hope we get an actual, like, conclusive... Like, I hope season 1 can be a self-contained story and we get a satisfying ending in this episode. We don't have to wait for season 2 to get any sort of a payoff, you know? Because I hate it when
That's
shows
true.
do that. So,
Yeah,
I really hope we do get a conclusion here.
That's true. The Jon Snow, knife death, potential resurrection thing, where they made us wait 1 year to, if not almost 2 years before we got a resolution to that. Like that was really
Nobody got time for that.
So if Acolyte did a similar thing, that would be a little bit rough. But at the same time, I was thinking about it more. And given the fact that this entire show and kind of like the basis of the story is kind of like around the whole murder mystery thing, there's a lot of episodes of Law and Order that are especially like that. Like every single episode of Law and Order, especially SVU, like they'll give you the full investigation. They'll like go into like, the heat and the heart and the like horribleness of the crime and everything. But at the end of the episode, you don't always get to see like the court case. You don't always get to see, did the person actually get to go to prison?
Right.
Like you still got to see a majority of the investigation and the murder and the mystery, but there is still like, parts of it because of the premise of what the show is in itself. Like you don't get to see certain aspects.
Sure. Well, I mean, shows like that, it's like character-driven storytelling. Like, sure, there's a case of the week, but it's about the actual individuals involved in the episode and how it affects them.
Which this show really does.
It's not always about the actual case's conclusion. And I agree, this show totally has a little bit of that vibe as well. It's more about the people being affected here than like... I think we will get an answer, though. I think we are going to get an official Jedi conclusion to what went down on Brendok. I think that Vernestra is like, first of all, people suggesting that she is secretly the Sith Lord, that's hilarious. All right, there's no way in hell. However, I do think that it's possible that she's going to get her hands dirty and be a little bit corrupt. Like, she could totally pin this whole thing on Saul, Like, Mog kind of suggested it when they went to Kofar, like, only a powerful Jedi could have killed all these people. What if she just spins it so that, like, oh yeah, this guy Saul couldn't take it, he fell to the dark side, killed all these people, and... that way, conveniently, she won't have to, like, get dragged through the mud for having any connection to Chimere, who is most likely her former Padawan, right? Like, that's kind of the heavy implication.
Right, maybe. That is the heavy insinuation. There was
could she cover her own ass and, like, throw Saul under the bus like that? Like, I think she could do that. I think that is in her character.
It's true. I mean, especially if this is the part in history where the Jedi Council definitely seems to be more highly integrated with like Coruscant, like state senate sort of ordeals. I had a thought and then I totally lost it.
No worries.
Okay, we'll just move on.
Shout out to Nerdchronic for editing this reaction for us and sneaking it past the Disney blockade. He has worked tirelessly to cut all of these reaction videos down to comply with fair use, which means you're not getting the full reaction here on YouTube. If you want to check out the full-length uncut version of these reactions, they're available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page where you can watch the full uncut versions of all of these Star Wars reactions, and you get early access to a couple of cool videos too. Not to mention, you're supporting the channel, so it's kind of a win-win for all of us.
Going back to Chimere's scars for a second, I mean, there was that little theory that was floating around the internet of like maybe it was Force lightning scars. I think that's where I
saw that theory too.
Lightning. So again,
because it just kind of has that Y pattern to it. I see it.
Right? So I don't necessarily believe that. If it did end up coming out that he was...
I think it's Light Whip. It's Light Whip.
Like, if it was Light Whip, like, that would be pretty, like, dark and dope. And it would very much emphasize what Mother Amasei was saying about how the Jedi like to hold themselves and this high horse, and they like to think of themselves as like, you know, these noble space wizard monks. And it's like, bro, all of you are fucking dirty. All of you.
They think they have this monopoly on using and interpreting the Force and teaching it to others.
Yeah.
So we're about to go into this. This is the finale. Let's bang out some predictions here. Put them on the record so that people can be like, wow, these guys are so smart. Or they can laugh at us in our foolishness if we turn out to be wrong. So, Chimere, the stranger, yes or no? Is he going to survive?
Is he going to die or is he going to live? Fuck. Okay, so here's my out of left field, like, that's fucking hilarious. What a prediction, or like, what an outcome sort of a thing. They go full KOTOR Bastila kidnapped situation, right? Chimere gets murked. It's Chimere versus Saul. And for whatever reason, Saul's almost about to kill Chimere for a second time. But he doesn't. And then all of a sudden, like, Chimere gets force choked out of somewhere. Or like he gets force lightninged out of somewhere. And then, like, Saul gets kidnapped and gets turned into the new Acolyte by whomever.
Ooh. I could, that would be extremely KOTOR. Right. What if like it's Chimere versus Saul, and like it turns into a thing where Osha is like standing there watching the two of them fight, and she has to like choose which one, just like how Saul had to choose between May and Osha as kids. Now Osha has to choose between like the light and the dark side.
That would be okay. I feel that.
They can like flip it on its head like that. So answer the question though. Yes, no. Is Chimere gonna die?
Oh man, okay. I'm as much as I have like that really cool idea of like what could happen. By the power of cortosis, I'm gonna say he lives.
Fuck yes. Okay, we're in agreement then, because I also think Chimere is safe. I think he's gonna survive. I think there's more to his story than they could fit into one episode. So either he lives, or we all get really disappointed that we don't learn more about him.
By the power of the
what about Saul? Is he the sole survivor? Is he gonna make it out of the show, or is he gonna die?
Saul doesn't see, like, Saul has cool factor, right? But who's the number one Jedi that all of us have collectively compared Saul to throughout this entire
Qui-Gon Jinn. And I see where
I
you're going with that.
I don't think Saul will necessarily make it through. If he does, I think he will get his redemption. I think he will in some fashion, some way, make up for the fact that he outwardly like chose Osha and like used the Force to hold her during the bridge collapse. He's gonna redeem himself. He's gonna redeem himself and do something to where he sacrifices himself for the betterment of both twins.
That's kind of what I think is going to happen. I think he is going to die, but it's going to be like a redemption kind of death. Like he's going to find a way to make it right through his death.
Like the Hound.
But I don't think he's going to make it through. I don't think he's going to make it out, because that's going to be the little cherry on top of the Qui-Gon impression is dying for your student, because that's kind of the main Qui-Gon move. Okay, what about the other big rumor out there, or like the big theory? We know about Valdemnik. We know about the cortosis veins on this planet. We know how that fits in to the Plagueis novel by James Luceno. Are we going to see them? Are we going to see P-Unit and T-Dog, all right?
See, so that's what I was thinking, right?
Are we going to see them?
So that's what I was thinking, right? Because, like, we've heard the Kylo Ren, or potentially now just the Knights of Ren theme song at least 2 or 3 times.
Oh, a bunch of times, yeah.
If Chimere ends up not falling under the lineage of Ren, if he does maybe he does end up being still under the lineage of Ren, and he found this vein of cortosis, like, maybe it could just unfortunately be for him a wrong place, wrong time, and Plagueis or Tenebus are just like, hey, I like what you have here, I'm gonna fucking murk you and steal it. You're not even fucking my apprentice at all. There's no affiliation.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I just want what you have. I think that's.
I mean, I see that within like the Sith philosophy. That's absolutely how they would go about it. that would be a departure from the novel, and that would confirm the decanonization. I mean, it's already not canon.
Well, no, I
The
mean, like,
novel is
it would still
legends,
fall
but-
under canon. It would still under canon because Tenebris and Plagueis would still, or not Plagueis.
Well, the story tells
Yes,
how
Plagueis.
they came to be in possession of the island in the first place. So that would have been a retcon. But
Did they not like?
I do
someone
like the idea of like Chimere thinks he's hot shit, and then an actual Sith shows up.
and knocks him off his pedestal. Yeah, that's what.
Kind of like what happened to Maul and Savage when Palpatine shows up. You know, exactly.
Sidious. That was his. I like totally brain farted on like what Palpatine's Sith name was, and like I thought he was Plagueis because Palpatine Plagueis, like P, and I was like, no, that's fucking stupid. He was
No, yeah. Sidious's master is Plagueis, and Plagueis' master is Tenebris. And
is that the relation? Tenebris was the prior master. Oh shit. Okay,
Yes.
cool beans. I didn't recognize.
And Plagueis is a moon, like Sand Hill of the Banking Clan. So if we do see Plagueis, he's going to have a silly alien face, and I hope they find a way to make
I
it
hope so too.
goofy, but also make it cool and scary and real. And then if we see Tenebris, he's going to look like a Bith. He's going to look like he just waltzed out of the Cantina Band, and it's going to be kind of hilarious. And I'm not sure how they would tackle that visually to make him intimidating, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This feels like it's not their story. This is the story of Chimere, and like
That too.
I feel like the Ren,
Absolutely.
it's going to be a totally different lineage, and it has nothing to do with the lineage of Bane. And so I say no. I say no on that one. I think we might get like their name drops or like some exposition confirming that they're out there, but I don't think we're going to see
Which would also be super fun.
Plagueis or Tenebris. That'd be too much to ask, man. Gotta be happy. If we
So,
do.
for example, of taking a goofy ass alien and making them look cool. I mean, Cad Bane, like Duros are pretty.
Duros
goofy.
look great. Duros don't look goofy.
They look very stereotypical, like '60s Rocket Man aliens, except they're
like little green men.
Yeah, like they just switch
Totally.
the color scheme around. But like Cad Bane though, with his tubes, fucking Clint Eastwood shit, like they made him badass. Like fucking
It's true.
shark
It's true.
teeth. Like what?
Well, both Plagueis and Tenebris have like rebreathers as well, so like there'd be like some technology going on there too. Like they could redesign that somehow to be extra cool. Okay, so we are both kind of in agreement all the way down. We think Chimere survives. We think Saul dies. Do you think Plagueis or Tenebris are going to show up? No. Okay. So we're in
Again, but
agreement
I'm also saying that with a full-hearted no, because like when this show initially came out, I was really excited that this show was going to be its own separate entity outside of anything within the Skywalker saga. I mean, of course,
Sure, and that is refreshing. I do like that too.
Right? But I mean, like when it comes down to it, everything Star Wars related does fall under like it's 6 degrees of a fucking Skywalker. So I mean, like it's gonna inevitably get.
I mean,
there.
yeah.
But like it would have been a little
bit.
It would have been a little bit more cool if this remained completely separate from it.
Sure. Kind of like keep it disconnected.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what happens tonight, like I really hope that this episode sticks the landing for season 1 of The Acolyte. But like, it's been a pleasure. It's been really fun watching it, trying to figure out this mystery and like getting to hang out in the High Republic.
Yeah.
You know, that's been a real treat. Getting to see all of the visual differences and like the different technologies and like the Jedi robes and how cool and different they look. And like that alone, like setting the story aside for a second, just like the production design and the art direction of this show has been like fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I've been enjoying it the most. So awesome. Do you have anything else to say before we dive in?
Shout out to Leslie Headland. Shout out to the cast and crew that put this show on. Shout out again to Lucasfilm and Star Wars, who graciously invited us and invited you, and therefore allowed me to be there for the premiere of this show. It was just such amazing, like completely bucket list experience that I hope obviously we get to do again for future Star Wars shows. But this production and this show just like, for me personally at least, like just really rekindled my love for the mysticism of Star Wars. Like Andor was great because of the espionage and like there was way more heart to it. Ahsoka, again, very mystical, but again, very hard hitting with like the Skywalkers and Rebels, and that was a very solid like semi-conclusion to the final season of Rebels.
Right.
We get this, and we get this, and then there's Kenobi, you know, and it's like Kenobi was just it was like watching a fan film become canon, and you know, so
yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, no, I think you're hitting it on the head, and I think that regardless of the experience of what we walk away from here after this episode, the Acolyte is always going to have like a special place in my heart just because of the experience that we got to have, like going to the premiere, going to the red carpet, meeting the cast, getting to talk to Leslie, like that is an all-timer of a Star Wars fan experience right there, and I'm gonna treasure those memories, you know. No matter what happens next with this show, even if there isn't a season 2, which I really hope that we get one. All right, hashtag renew the Acolyte. But
I know, dude, they keep using
like they can't take that from us. They can't take the experience we've already had. That's ours now. Yeah. You know, that's something that I'll always connect with this show. Are you ready, best friend?
I am, best friend.
Do it.
But he was just like wearing like fucking.
Who is that? Her breathing? Oh, that's nice. We're starting off with it.
It's so distorted. No, what? What? Ooh, what's happening? Is it because she's a witch?
Oh.
Bro, is it because she's a witch?
She's in his mind now.
Oh, bro, that's dope. Dude. What just happened?
Whoa. Do you see the red in her eyes?
May.
What just happened?
She had her hand outstretched. She was killing
someone.
She had a saber in her hand. But she didn't use it.
This is the future you saw.
Interesting.
She can kill with no weapon.
She can kill without a weapon. Is this whole kill without a weapon thing, has this just been like a really long lesson of like learning force choke? Just killing with the force instead?
I will contact Master Vanestra. The Jedi will meet us here.
So she knows everything now.
I can prove it.
Prove what? That murdering our mother was justified?
What happened to you, to your coven, was an accident.
If it was an accident, then why didn't you tell Osha? Why did you lie to her?
Bro, using it smooth, man.
Everyone in there died because of the 4 of you.
It was right for us to intervene.
Do you really still think that? After everything?
You and Osha are not twins. You're not even sisters.
You're one person.
You're a what?
Oh!
Wait, you're a what?
You're a virgins. He was gonna say you're like a dyad. Yeah. One soul in 2 bodies.
Sup, Basil?
Not on Basil's watch. He's gonna handle this right quick.
Escape ship.
Damn, evil Pip is very useful.
So you're now.
Damn.
Nice. Oh, that's a sick shot. So they have an escape ship, huh?
Let's fucking go.
Okay, the chase. Let's do this. That's a sweet helmet, actually. I like that.
I was just thinking out of hyperdrive.
So yeah, no, she doesn't have a hyperdrive, so she can't go anywhere.
Oh, is she going into the rings? Yes! Oh, this is cool.
Oh, the fucking ice crystals, bro.
Yes. It's too big to follow us in here.
Hell yes. I love how colorful it is, too. Like, this is a really cool scene.
I know, it's so pretty.
God, he's right behind her.
Come on,
poor
son.
Basil. He's a damn civilian. He didn't sign up for any of this. What do you smell?
Tinin? Is that Tinian? How do you... I was looking
He's a Tynan, and they're from the Han Solo adventures.
Ooh, does he have a grapple hook? Or
Tractor beam, maybe? What's he gonna use?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck, Basil? Was that you?
Bro, yeah, Basil, what are you doing?
Dude!
Bro? Basil, what are you doing, bro? Basil, what are you doing, bro?
That's a cool ass shot, though.
What is happening? Bro, dude, the fact that flying in space is like
That was an awesome shot.
Completely three-dimensional, like fuck that shit.
Oh god, she bounced. She skimmed like a stone.
This must be urgent to wait for me here.
Aww.
I've heard some disturbing things.
Senator Rayancourt has a very Crimson Dawnish looking insignia.
I am very close to apprehending the suspect.
Is the suspect a Jedi?
Very close. Thank you for your concern.
Damn. You can't shut it down that hard. That's going to beget so many more questions.
Right? You don't need to
You think
fucking
my
know.
campaign for an external review of the Jedi is a personal vendetta?
I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked power, posing as a religion. A delusional cult that claims to control the uncontrollable.
Damn.
We don't control the Force.
Not the Force. Your emotions.
Damn.
Project an image of goodness and restraint. But it's only a matter of time before one of you snaps. And when, not if that happens,
Bro, didn't I
who
just
will
say
be
that
strong
shit?
enough to stop him?
Bro, he's seen Star Wars before.
Is that all, Senator?
Bro, like, we can't have super-powered people just
I have
running
reported your
around
lack of transparency to
galaxy
Chancellor Drell.
unchecked.
He may invite you to a Senate tribunal.
Chancellor Drellick. Okay, so we have a new Supreme Chancellor name.
Good luck. No, what is it you say? May the Force be with you.
Man, that was tense.
What? Oh,
You can't
that was
just
so
shut down the senator like that. Like
That was so fucking backhanded.
We go together or we don't go at all. That seems fair.
Did I give you the impression that I was a fair person?
That's very Padme Anakin.
I made a deal with my sister and you expected her to uphold it. That's fair. And so is this.
Bro, I love that he put the robes back on, dude. He's back in his fucking fighting
dark
gear,
side
bro.
poncho.
Damn dog. Damn dog. Let's fucking go. I don't even know what we're pumped for, what we're doing, but let's fucking go. Ooh, whose
Wait,
hands?
Are you serious?
What the fuck?
What just happened?
Fuck Ring Wraith motherfucking.
That was Plagueis!
Yes, fucking.
That
Lich
was
Lord,
Plagueis!
Fucking Lich Lord motherfucker.
Dude, he looks so good. He was all gnarly in the. Oh my god.
Bro.
That took me like. God, my heart is like pounding all of a sudden.
Dude,
It took
he
me
looked
like
like,
completely
he looked
surprised.
like the fucking. Oh god, he looked like the Crooked Man from fucking Conjuring, bro.
Okay, so that means that what? He's also is he working with Chimere? Does Chimere know this? Like, damn, he is the apprentice. Okay, and now Saul's here.
Bro, I'm gonna be
That's Saul's
thinking
here.
about those fingers. I'm gonna be thinking about those creepy fucking fingers and
Dude, my heart is going so fast right
Bro.
now. Can't believe we just saw fucking Darth Plagueis.
Master Venestra. We found Master Soul. He's turned his transponder beacon back on.
Where is he?
I really like all the stained glass in here.
Prepare my ship.
I'm just like, oh man, dude.
Gather as many knights as
Alright,
you can.
Hearing it's on Brendock, that
Alright,
changes everything. Like she knows everything now. Okay, so all the players are heading to Brendock. This is it. This is our big showdown. Was Saul going to encounter Plagueis? Like, what the? God, my expectations have been completely thrown off now.
Wait a minute.
Completely thrown off now.
Oh, this is the ruins. Oh,
Oh, this is
so we went
Brendock.
back
This
home?
isn't Baldemnik. This is Brendock. Yeah. It's the spot where it happened, man.
Bro, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I don't want to lose Saul. I really hope that we don't lose Saul.
Oh, the ledge.
Yeah, it's gonna show the broken bridge too, isn't it? Yup, there it is. I mean, this was easily the worst day of his life, right?
Jump.
The day that all this happened. Did you say jump?
I mean, like.
Oh, nice. Okay. How the fuck did you not sense her, dude? You're a Jedi Master. She was dangling right there. Come on.
Or no, it's his room.
This is the room where her and Osha had to hold hands.
Thank you for leading me to her.
Oh shit.
We make a great team.
Damn, bro.
Round 2.
We made a great team.
Okay, just go straight into it. No evil monologue this time.
Whoa. Yes.
God, I love seeing. I love watching Kymir fight, dude. He's so fluid and like controlled, but also like.
Oh, fucking
unrestrained.
kick,
Like,
fucking jump kick. What the fuck?
God damn, the moves are so fast. That was very Anakin hallway right there.
Whoa.
Woo!
Oh.
Dude, cutting the wall,
Oh god.
bro.
Yes. Yes. That's what
God.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Fucking go. Yes.
Flexing in more ways than one. Come on, Saul. Come on. Nice. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nice. The triple kick. The triple kick.
Combo. Let's fucking go, Saul.
Double throw. Jedi Master style, dude.
Fucking airbending style, bro. Oh my god.
That was incredible.
Oh my god. Fucking let's go.
This is
bro.
a fantastic fight so far.
Osha.
Oh, okay. Is this going to be another fight, or is this going to be just like a... Are they going to join forces again?
Soul lied to you. He tried to teach me to accept that someone that I love could be capable of this level of destruction. I could never learn to calm my negative emotions. My grief
Never learned to forgive
over
you.
our mother. So I never became a Jedi. Soul killed our mother. I saw it with my own eyes. He's lied to you. You didn't fail. He did.
I mean, both are true. Both are true.
Here we go. That's happened to both of them.
Oh no!
Oh man.
Oh, no.
No, that's evil Pip. Yep.
Shout out to whoever the stunt doubles are, man.
Also, shout out to the choir. This music is such a vibe. Woo! That was a sick transition. Let's go. God, I'm so scared for Saul right now, though, dude. Ooh, is that for Nestra?
Now you pay for what you've done.
Oh, they're not here for me.
Oh, they're not here for me.
God, he's one of the best fighters, like,
God,
just to
fuck.
watch.
Jesus.
Come on.
What? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, he doesn't have his gauntlet. He doesn't have his gauntlet.
He's got the helmet, though. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Saul getting angry. Oh, look at that red crystal.
Exposed the crystal, dude.
Oh. No, he just made it so he can't use his saber no more. Damn, Saul.
Cut the top of the saber off.
Damn, Saul.
Oh! May!
Good, May. Feel your anger.
strike them down, and your journey will be complete.
She exposed the blue crystal.
No. I want him to confess what he did. I want him to face the High Council.
Oh, fuck.
I want him to pay for his crimes.
I did the right
That's
thing.
a lot of growth, though, for May.
That's hella growth.
You're not twins. You and Osha are the same person. I don't know how your mother did it. She created life. Your lives. Do you have any idea what kind of power that is? Very few have been that powerful.
Was that Osha?
That was Osha. Because it was Black Boots.
You killed our mother.
Yes.
Is that true?
Damn, dude. Ooh.
I was protecting you. It was the right thing to do.
If it was the right thing to do, why didn't you tell the Jedi?
Without May, there was no proof you were created in this way.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did what I thought was best for you.
Stop talking.
I kept this from you, so you could have the life you'd always dreamed of. Because I love...
Oh! She's doing it! She's killing him without a weapon, dude. Hearing the truth is finally turning her.
Oh, but he was about to use the L word, too, though. He was about to use the L word.
There it is.
Damn, bro. Damn,
There
bro.
it is.
Fuck.
Holy shit, it's Osha. It's been Osha all along.
What do you mean it's been Osha all along? Who's been, like
she's been the Acolyte all along. None of us realized it, including her, you know?
Oh, dude, she's bleeding the crystal.
She's bleeding it! She's bleeding it!
It's okay? Are you gonna say it's okay?
He's going willingly. He's letting her kill him. Because all he wants is to bring her comfort, you know? An atonement. Damn.
Wow. Fucking wow. Holy shit.
I did not see that coming, dude. I kind of figured he would die, but I figured it would be Chimera that killed him.
Holy shit. And she just bled her former master's fucking crystal, bro.
Right?
She now has her own crystal and her own saber. Oh, interesting.
Yes!
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's so cool! Seeing it like the first time you turn it on and like has to purge the last of the blue out.
Is it gonna be purple?
Nah, dude, straight red. Straight red, gang! Oh, that's such a moment. Even Chimera was kind of like, oh, whoa. Dude.
Fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You're alive.
Uh-oh. Fuck.
Okay, so that confirms it. That confirms it.
Spaghettios.
Oh my god, Basil, yes!
Basil, you were right. What a relief.
You guys know Basil? What?
Of course Mog speaks Tynan.
I know a way out.
R.I.P.
Epic beard. Epic beard.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet Jedi beard.
When I felt I got sucked into this core tunnel. Come this way.
That's a lot of Jedi. That's a lot of fucking Jedi.
After what happened last time, they're like, we gotta send double the reinforcements.
That's true.
Oh, she's having a hyperspace vision. She's like seeing what happened.
Let's fuck
Damn.
Go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I need this fight. I need
Or
it.
is this a season 2 thing? Or is this going to be a season
It better
2?
not be. That better not be teasing. I want it now. Come on, how do you not sense him?
Because he has the helmet on. He's got the Magneto fucking Cortosis Force blocky helmet on.
It's true. That's why he put it on immediately when he did sense it. You're totally right.
Because Saul couldn't. Because the helmet kept kept Saul from being able to read his mind. Basil's like, I already know what they smell like.
Hey, he's got one job and he's gonna do it. Okay.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
If I can find you, so can the Jedi.
Oh, did he just take the saber from her? Damn. Oh, because he doesn't have one to use now.
What do we do? What do you want, Osha?
Aw. That's the first time anyone's asked her that question.
Let my sister go and I will train with you. Are you sure? The Jedi will use me to find you.
I can attempt to wipe her memory. Remove any trace of you or me. Permanently.
But, I mean, she killed the other, she still has, really good, strong force powers, and she killed the other Jedi, so,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the idea is that, she'll still get arrested for that, but they won't be able to learn any information about Osha from May. What an emotional roller coaster for them. You go from, having an identical twin to thinking they're dead for 16 years and they killed your whole family to, learning they're alive and then losing them again, you know? Through the ringer.
You are with me. I'm with you. As above sits the stars. And below lies the...
Damn. Just like that.
I mean, theoretically, they could reverse it, right?
He said permanently, but a skilled Jedi healer probably could, yeah.
Do you know why you're here?
They say I killed someone.
What do you remember?
Fire. It destroyed my home.
Your last memory is from when you were 8 years old. That man, he was a kind, brilliant, compassionate
Damn, dude.
man.
She touched his body and learned everything.
16 years ago, 4 Jedi were stationed on the planet Brendok.
Oh, she's gonna spin it.
The Jedi conspired to keep their actions secret. Recently, when the truth
Oh,
threatened
she's
to
telling the
come out,
truth.
a rogue Jedi named Sol killed his accomplices
Damn.
to maintain the cover story.
Damn.
She did it. She threw him under the bus.
Sorry,
Damn.
friend. While this is a terrible tragedy, it was the work of one flawed man.
And where is Master Soul now?
I believe he ended his own life.
She knows it's Kymir. She felt his presence. She's just covering her own ass.
The Jedi have failed you. I am going to make this right. I need you to help me find someone.
Who?
A pupil of mine. Before he turned to evil.
Nice. It's a great reference. He was a pupil of
Season
mine.
2, Season 2, Season 2, Season 2!
This is definitely a Season 2 story now, for sure.
Oh, see, what did I say about the high tide and low tide there being a fucking walkway?
No, you're totally right. I noticed that earlier, but then we saw Plagueis, and I lost all of my thoughts.
Right, right. Does Kymir know he's on the island? Does anyone know that he's just kicking there, just hobo living on the island? Just stalking? Interesting song.
Ooh, I like the symbolism there. They're both holding hands, but they're also both grasping the lightsaber.
Oh, we're not done? Oh, shit!
Sorry to disturb you, Master.
Yoda?
Is
We need
it?
to talk.
Yes! Yes! Oh! And that's it.
Fucking go!
That's the Acolyte Season 1.
Fucking yes! Fucking yes! Yes!
All about the dark side now, baby. No, that was fantastic, dude. That was awesome. So Vernestra is taking it up the chain, and she's going to tell Yoda what she just told the senators. Is she just about to feed him the same line about Saul, or is she about to tell him about Chimere and that we've got a new problem out there?
I feel like 100%, like, with something like that, there's something that you probably don't want to tell, like, the whole government or the Senate of, like, non-Force sensitive people that, like, oh yeah, this is the real story that was kind of going on, but, like, it's very easy to give them, like, the National Enquirer version of, like, oh yeah,
but internally she is going to tell that, though. Like, she's going to tell Yoda the truth.
I think she'll tell Yoda the truth. Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Bro.
Yeah, dude, that was...
Bro.
Oh, Plagueis, man.
Oh, bro.
Oh, Plagueis.
Dude, that screenshot is now going to be all circulating through Twitter. I'm so fucking pumped this week. There's going to be so many... Oh, bro. He is the most Lich King, fucking Lich Lord looking motherfucker. Oh,
I know. His face was so, like... He's a moon, but he looks like he himself has unnatural preservation. Like, his life has gone for so long. He's all withered and, like... He had a very Palpatine vibe just himself, and you totally can see where Palpatine will get his aesthetic from, you know, like, no, I had convinced myself we weren't getting it too, so it fully floored me, man. I thought I was having a heart attack for a second there. Palpatine, Plagueis, Tenebris, that's the lineage, and now we've seen 2 of the 3 in live action, and you know what, at this point, I don't even know if we'll ever get Tenebris, but the fact that we got Plagueis is huge, like... That was awesome. The fight between Sol and Chimere, I think, was really, really well choreographed too.
Oh,
there were some badass moves in there. Some really cool slow mo, like the very crouching tiger, like jump stab that happened. Yeah,
I heard it was the same really fight cool. team that put together Rogue One, or like it was the same fight like choreography team that made for Rogue One for the like Vader hallway scene. They did it for like this episode and then the prior Chimere fight episode. But dude, they just knocked it so fucking far out of the park. Getting to see a live action Crystal get bled, dude.
The bleeding scene was cool. Wild. Bleeding scene was pretty damn cool. Wild. And I like the idea that even though you fully bled the crystal, that first time you turn it on, like just whatever residual blue
well, that too, right? Or like
down the blade like that.
Yeah, or it's like she herself was still trying to like accept which direction it was needing to go, and it's like it was funny. It was like the saber blade was waiting for her to make a reaction on like, you know, alignment, but she was also waiting for the blade to make a decision for her on the alignment. So it was a really interesting like who's going to choose? Who's going to choose? Is it you? Is it me? Like who? Like
we almost predicted it too. We were talking about like Osha being in a position of choice in front of Saul and Chimere, like in the beginning of the we were so close to nailing the prediction.
We were
in the neighborhood. We were in the ballpark for sure,
bro. But getting the force
Barry said that he didn't make it.
But getting the force choke, full asphyxiation, that was
it's so obvious. Now that I think about it, like how do you kill a Jedi without a weapon? You fucking choke.
That was not at all on my bingo card. Like. Damn.
No, it wasn't on mine either, and that's what I'm saying is that it really fucking should have been. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Like, of course, force power attacks are unarmed attacks, you know? It's so obvious. Like, why? I'm kicking myself now that I didn't think of that, like, episodes ago. I thought the space sequence was badass, chasing through the ice rings of the planet.
Yes.
It was, like, really colorful, and, like, the way they were made of ice, like, allowed the colors to, like, bounce off of everything, like... It made me think of the Attack of the Clones fight, like the asteroid belt one. Obviously, was Slave One, but like, it was very cool. Like the fact that she like jumped in a ship and flew out of the bigger ship, and the bigger ship chased her. It was very action figure sequence. Like I could totally imagine playing that sequence out like on my living room floor with my ships as a kid. You know?
Yeah. There was a lot of things about throughout the entire episode that I felt paid homage to a lot of other various points within the Star Wars like movie history.
So many lines that were callbacks.
Like,
he was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil.
Yeah, right. Like, of course, now I'm like brain farting over some of the similar. Oh, okay. So, like, an immediate reference would be like from Attack of the Clones, the conversation of Padme and like teenage Anakin when they're like going from on their like investigation that they're not supposed to be obviously on, and like Padme the entire time is telling Anakin like, all right, wherever I go, you need to go. Therefore, and then when Anakin's like, oh, I need to go to Tatooine to save my mom, and then Padme's just like, well, wherever you go, I go. So hey, guess what?
Right, I'm going to Tatooine. I guess you got to protect me and come with. Yeah, there's a lot of awesome parallels, and I think it makes it. Sometimes it's very clear who's in the writers' room and like what their influences are, what movies like shaped their Star Wars experience the most. Like, totally, I love callbacks like that, man. I thought that the interior design of the Jedi Temple was really cool and interesting.
Absolutely.
And I don't recall if in any of the previous episodes we got all those cool like stained glass murals everywhere. But like it was so colorful. Like I loved that so much of it was blue and then like pink and orange and green.
There was
and, like
way more colors on the inside versus like what we've classically seen throughout the inside of the
yeah. I think like drab beiges and browns when I think of the Jedi Temple, you know, and like kind of like a maroon colored
very
floor.
Masonic,
but this was like very colorful.
Yes,
very different. Like honestly, like I think the most impressive thing in this show has been like the art direction and the production design and just the way that they have visually established the High Republic as its own separate era, just through like the technology, the costuming, and the sets, like the Jedi Temple and like the interior of their ship. Like it's very colorful and like, evocative of a different time period. I really, really like the way that they pulled that off. That was really well done. I thought that Vernestra did Saul dirty as hell. Like I can't believe she like hung him out to dry like that. And then she's still following up about Chimere, but just like to get the political adversaries off their back, she like threw him to the wolves. Like his legacy is so tarnished now. You know, he'll go down in the history books as like this terrible Jedi, when like he really was trying to help, misguided as he was. He was
super
trying
misguided,
to help.
Super fucking misguided. Even to his last breath.
No.
Even to his last breath, he was going to admit that like his decisions fell down to love, and his decisions fell down to like wanting to protect this little girl. And you know,
I think he did get peace. I like to think that he did find peace at the end, telling her it's okay, letting her kill him. You know, like he accepted it. Like, and it reminded me of how Torben accepted it too. You know,
that's true.
Like the two most responsible parties, like, faced death willingly at the end and like took ownership of the role they played in destroying these girls' lives, you know? And history won't remember him for that, but I'll remember him for that. And I still respect Saul, and I still think that he's a good Jedi. And God, just a gut punch watching it go down this way, man. Like they propped him up on purpose and made him seem like such a good Jedi, and then boom, they do this to us. Just absolutely twist the knife.
It does.
I am also pissed about the light whip. I'm pissed about the light whip. They teased it. They hyped it up in the trailers. She uses it to swat a single bug, and then we never see it again. I do feel shortchanged about that. Like, and that's it's not like a huge criticism, and it doesn't really have that big of a bearing on the story. But if you're gonna show me a cool toy, I want to be able to play with the toy.
That's true. That's fair.
Like,
that's fair.
AKA, if you like, you've got a cool weapon, someone better use it in a meaningful way, not just to swat a bug. Like. It felt very shoehorned in there. I wish we'd gotten like an actual fight scene involving it, but season 2, right?
Right.
Really hoping we get a season 2
along a similar lines for me, because we've got two really amazing Chimere and Saul saber fights, but like we never. And out of the 4 Jedi who got killed because of the whole like conspiracy theory, Kelnaka was the only one that actually got killed by Chimere. He was the only one that really like that. No one got the point. You know, no one got the achievement award for killing Kelnaka, and we never got to see that fight, which I'm a little like potentially because all we see is just him saber slash, but he's sitting in a chair.
And I understand. Right? I understand why we didn't see the fight because they wanted it to be like a dramatic reveal.
Yeah,
but like, come on, man. Same thing as the light whip, Wookiee Jedi, and we
got to see a Wookiee Jedi who was possessed,
7 was dope.
But he was also fighting other Jedi. So you know, it just kind of leaves to the imagination of like, damn. Well, we got to see Chimere, who we know is very like rapid fire, fucking violent, but also fluid. Like, what the fuck? And then, like, Kelnaka, who's potentially a juggernaut, much slower. Plus, it's old man.
Force.
Plus, it's old man Kelnaka.
But it's brute force.
So, like, yeah.
Every single strike staggered an opponent.
Right?
Every single strike. Like, it's just so strong.
So, theoretically, I mean, it could be a very much like Arya versus Brienne of Tarth situation where, like, the more agile, quick fighter obviously got the quick kill off. But still, it would have been a little interesting if we got to see that happen. But I'm not complaining.
I feel like it was a fight that was over before it began.
Right? Yeah.
Based on the fact that he was sitting in a chair, I think he was fully taken. He was eating his soup and just got slashed out of nowhere. I think Chimere just like anime attacked him. Like he was standing there and then boom, he's on the other side of the room and like it's done.
Just absolute stealth kill. Just
absolute stealth kill. Yeah, no. I don't think you fight a Wookiee head on unless you are also a Wookiee.
That's
you know,
fair.
you've got to come at him. And if the stealth kill, if the stealth attack is successful, it's a one-hit kill.
Right?
So
yeah.
That's what I think.
That's fair, right?
So I don't think there was a fight to show in that specific case.
Because the next thing we know, because the next thing we see is literally just Chimere slowly descending from the fucking sky.
Just gliding down.
Yeah.
Just gliding down. I like to think that he killed Kelnaka and then just went straight up.
Yeah, right? He just flew up.
Waited until it was the right moment to come back down.
Right? Just like the anti-Santa, you know? Like, fuck.
Oh my god, the anti-Santa. Legit though. Could you tell if Yoda at the end, if that was a puppet or if that was CGI?
I couldn't immediately tell. Which
I think it was a puppet.
I mean, that would be the greatest. I mean, that would truly be like best case scenario.
We're strong supporters of Puppet Yoda over here.
Oh yeah, no. Like, oh yeah, no. Old school Jim Henson, like Yoda puppet.
Puppet Yoda all the way. All the way.
But because of the fact that I couldn't immediately tell, because it was just the tips of the ears and the back of the head, like, I feel like that would be slightly a waste of money to just, like, CGI render that. But I couldn't tell.
I feel like they couldn't decide whether they wanted to go one way or the other, so they were like, we'll just give them the back of the head. That way we have until next season to really decide how we're going to do it.
Yeah, which also, like, makes me a little bit worried, wary, because then, like, it could have been a CGI head. And then it'd be like, man, it's disappointing.
It could be. But I think that was kind of their thinking is like, that's a problem for season 2.
Right? Exactly.
Wiggly ears in the back of a head, and it could be either, you know?
Exactly. Yes. But dude, what if
I'm gonna be thinking about this.
What a fucking that was. I mean, we said at the very beginning of the reaction that we were worried about a lackluster ending for a relatively like really, you know, murderous and interesting and really cool show, but it stuck the landing, as to use your phrase.
I think it delivered for me for sure. We got a conspiracy being spun, which honestly is like the most noir ending you can do. I've felt the noir vibes throughout this entire season, but like having the fall guy just get blamed for everything, and then it's like a cover up and it's swept under the rug, and the real bad guys are still out there. Like it's all just like so much like a film noir, and I love that,
dude. But
that's
also,
so like it's dark and it's depressing, but like it's definitely satisfying. It was definitely a satifying ending to me.
Right, and then speaking of,
now I just have to wait for the season 2 announcement so that we can finally get the resolutions to everything that's still hanging up in the air. Because Chimere and Vernestra have to have a showdown. Like it has
because they clarified and validated that Chimere is now the former fallen apprentice of Vernestra.
Yep.
And so like those have to be light whip scars for one reason or another. So, or maybe they're force lightning scars still. Who knows? Maybe I don't know. Maybe who knows? We just saw Plagueis. So
we can't trust any of the clues. We really can't. Like they will turn things on their head.
Wait and see. But it was fucking great.
It's crazy that after all of this, May has like no knowledge of like talk about back to square one.
Fucking tragic, dude. She's the true. I mean, like wild. I know that she killed a couple of people, but like she is the true victim in this entire fucking.
Agreed. May is the absolute victim here. She killed Indara. I think that's it. Like directly, she killed Indara, and she didn't kill Torben. Torben drank the poison.
But she gave him the poison, and she like fought him and had to deal with his floating force field. And like,
yes, but she did not kill him though.
Bro, like she
forced him. She forced him to wake up and pay attention to her. But as soon as he came to, he made a choice. He could have Force pushed her away and called for security in that moment.
She still got the kill count. She still, regardless if it was poison.
I wouldn't give it to her. I wouldn't give it to her. I don't know. Like, okay, so let us know in the comments whether you think that she gets credit for the kill of Torben, because Torben committed suicide.
She also got legally blamed for the death.
Murder.
She also legally got blamed for the death of Torben. Like, even the Jedi.
She did legally get... Yes, what's going to happen to her? What are the repercussions to May? Because, like, yeah, she does have blood on her hands. Like, Indara, absolutely. Torben, it's debatable, but I'm sure that Jedi will see it that way, and she would get charged with it, sure. But, like, what happens to her now? Can she plead guilty in absentia because she doesn't remember the murders and just, like, do some time? Like, what... These are questions for season 2, I suppose. But, like, I'm very curious, like, what her story's going to be now.
Probably in an insane asylum with, like, a neurodisruptor or some shit. Like, it's not going to be good.
You're going to end up with a Dybbuk from the first episode. That thing that's over the mouth, like, calming down her brain. Ugh.
Like, it's not...
That thing was
either
freaky.
way, it's not going to be the greatest for her, and she's probably going to be stuck in a Rapunzel situation for the rest of her life. She's going to be stuck in the tower. She's not going to be a prisoner, but she's not allowed to leave.
And that's on Soul. Yep. That's on Soul. Like, honestly. Man, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart what happened to the innocent people, the choices that the Jedi made. Like, ugh. And Master Indara is, like, up there in the Cosmic Force, just being like, I fucking told you so.
Bro, dude, right.
And then Saul finally comes up there to join him. She's just like...
Just, like, double slaps.
Couldn't freaking listen.
All these double slaps. Yeah. No. No. Yeah.
Oh, she had the most frustrating time of all, for sure. My heart goes out to Indara more than any of the other Jedi implicated in this. God damn. I'm going to be thinking about this finale for a while. We're definitely going to have a big, like, a deep dive into season 1 of the Acolyte on the podcast next week, so we can actually, like, put our thoughts together and, like, really, like, analyze this thing, because I feel like there's so much that happened in here that, like, went over my head, where I was too excited about other elements to really appreciate, and so I'm going to rewatch this a couple times.
I do appreciate...
I watched the first episode, like, 5 times. I've got to watch the finale at least 5 times, too.
As my brain is buffering, I do definitely appreciate that we did get to see a pyre. We did get to see a Jedi funeral pyre floating down the river.
Yeah.
That was very old school. Very,
if anyone deserved it, I think it was Saul.
Very medieval. So, like, the fact that we got to see Saul get to become one with the Force was, like, touching. I mean, it was definitely...
Yeah, no, it was. And he earned it, you know? He died a Jedi, and he died with compassion and, like, laying down his own life in the hopes that it might bring Osha not just justice, but, like, any sort of peace. Like, yeah, he fucked up, and yeah, he made mistakes, but I really feel like Saul is someone who put his money where his mouth was at the end. And it was like, if this is what it takes to atone, then I'm on board. And you can't ask for more than that from a person who's made a mistake. Like that level of atonement, of self-sacrifice, like that's what it means to be a Jedi. And so I don't know, it's like Aragorn says to Boromir, right? Like you've kept your honor. You know?
That's true.
Like you died and you did a terrible thing, but like you've kept your honor through the manner of your death.
Dude, but now, like, one Jedi who we know who was killed and kind of thrown under the bus, Master Sifo Dyas, and now we have, like, this other random... We got Saul, who is now, like, thrown under the bus and given a conspiracy.
I think it would be a great connection if we learned that part of Dooku's fall, one of the things that disillusions him to the Jedi is learning about what happened to Saul and how Saul got railroaded. Like, Dooku's reading it like, oh, damn, like, maybe the Jedi are a bunch of bastards, and then, like, gets the ball rolling.
Right?
Obviously, that's not the reason. Or, like,
if
the reason he left the Jedi was to try, because it was easier than trying to break up with Jocasta Nu, but, like, what if it was one of, like, the precipitating factors?
Oh, no, for sure, dude. Could you imagine, like, it was probably Palpatine. He was like, oh, hey, I know that you kind of are really close to the librarian. Go see if you can look up a file on this particular Jedi. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Like, you should look up. You should look up this dude named Saul. Look up his history real quick. I'm not going to tell you why. I just think that you would.
Actually, that's totally true because like if we're going to assume the connection between Chimere and Plagueis, like Plagueis could know the story of Saul and Brendok, and like so even though like Dooku has the official Jedi record saying that this rogue Jedi killed his companions, like, he could also be getting the real story from Sidious having had it passed down.
Or if anything,
yeah, man, that's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. I don't know if they'll ever do anything with
No.
that, but like, that would be a really fun way to connect the dots.
Or if anything, like Jedi library wise, it could just be fallen under the same file category as just like Force Virgences, and then whoever just like it's like the X Files. It's like, oh, on this particular
this is
planet,
a footnote in the Brendock
exactly,
file, you know?
right? So it's like, you know, on this particular planet, this particular time, this Force Virgins happened, or like on this particular time, this thing, like this fucking weird ass situation happened. So, like, and then, you know, because we know now that they created life and somehow separated one person into two people. So Plagueis now knows that. He secondhand heard that shit. So he has to now have the idea of like, oh, other people have manipulated life? I wonder if I can manipulate life. How do you do that?
So is the implication then that Plagueis learned this from the Coven?
Probably. Or
that he has learned this information.
He learned of it.
The information that he dangles in front of Anakin was the knowledge Mother Anastasia unlocked previously.
You mean Sidious? Plagueis never talked to him.
That's what I meant. Sorry, yeah. When Sidious tells the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise and like dangles the prospect of creating life in front of Anakin, he's referring to Plagueis learning about Mother Anastasia's coven and the techniques that she used. No, I think that is the implication.
Yeah, because Plagueis could have totally been like, let me tell you this one time I saw some witches who like fucking manipulated life.
Right.
And that made me get going. Because before Sith alchemy wise, we had to do some shit where we had to get eaten by giant space worms. And that would regenerate us. But so it's like, yeah, all sorts of weird random Sith shit that could always get updated. It was fantastic.
Yeah, this was really, really good. I really enjoyed watching The Acolyte, and I really hope we don't have to wait too long before we get news of a season 2. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our reaction to The Acolyte Episode 8 finale, and to all of our Acolyte Season 1 reactions. They've been edited by Nerd Chronic to comply with fair use, which means you're not getting our full reactions here on YouTube. If you follow the link in the description of the video to the Patreon page, you can watch all of our full-length, uncut reactions. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.